So as you can see, the engine rooms have been busy. So these are both 6.2 liter LS engines. So this one here is for the 64 Chevy pickup that we're doing. And I'll show you that one in the back. It's the one with, we call it the Lambo fenders on it. So anyway, we've got this all together, supercharged, beautiful pulley system on the front. And we had all the extra machining done around all the pulleys. And then that was the nickname we came up with for the truck. So we had those all machined as well. This one over here is going in the 1970 Camaro. So he wanted the orange and, you know, the more machined metal look. So we've added a little bit of black to it. We still might do these in Chevy orange yet. We're not 100% sure. I haven't talked to the customer about it. So this is another beaut. You know, these are 775, 800 horse motors, right? And then next up, you see all the pistons and rods there. So these are coming off the stands. And this block here is a 460. That's for a Lincoln. So it's got mild upgrades on it, cam, intake, you know, stuff like that. So it'll be nice because those Lincolns are heavy. So, but we're always busy. We got a couple more 383 stroker motors to do. So all the little departments in here always hum along, right? So, you know, none of this stuff is cheap. So, and it takes time to get all the parts nowadays still. So, you want to go around the shop and have a little look-see?
Sure.
Okay, we'll get some lights on for you. Okay. Oh, look, more toys. This thing's a rocket ship. Absolutely beautiful. But, might be the toy for the weekend, we'll see. And guess who's here? We got our back. We're going to put some capture tanks on each side of the radiator here. Because of when they're honking on this thing, there's so much air pumping through it that, you know, the motor's looking to release that pressure. And what we'll do is to run a vent tube off of these caps and the valve covers with the capture tanks on each side, so that pressure, put it this way, the oil mist won't end up on the covers, it'll end up in the capture tank. So we're just going to do that on Monday. But you can tell he's been driving it. Look at all the buggies. All the bugs on the window. Rough on that thing. Beautiful car though, sure goes. Since the last time you were here, we've got this 400 Pontiac motor in. And as you can see, it's got Phi-Tech fuel injection. It has a really nice serpentine system on the front. If you can kind of look down in here, you can see it now has a power steering rack. It has all tubular A-arms, sway bars. It has bare brakes on it, front and back. The rear suspension's all done as well. We did the gear set in it, posi unit and gear set in the back. Like I said, all the rear suspension, drive shaft. We're just putting in. We've closed off the AC panel there, so because it's a vintage air unit that goes under the dash on this. So we're sort of moved to the inside right now. We got to put the gauge clusters. We have the front seats out because it's just easier to get under the dash. So we're hustling trying to get this done. The fellow's birthday's coming up like in a couple of weeks, and I don't think we're going to pull the miracle off, but it should be sometime within the next couple of weeks. We've got this down to running and stuff. So, but it's all top-notch stuff in this one as well. And again, that's what we like to do, right? This one here, we were having some issues. We wanted new rims for it and tires, so we were going to get the stance down. But what we've done is we couldn't get Seems to be a bit of a shortage right now for some reason, but some of the rims we couldn't get the back spacing and stuff that we were after. So anyway, we finally got a set. They're called Ramblers, US Mag Ramblers, which is sort of a multi-spoke, nice looking rim. So we got all fresh tires and stuff for the back. Only thing we've got left under here right now, I believe, is just to run the exhaust back, and then we can start firing it and testing it. So next week or two, this will be gone. So, but I'm sure you'll be happy. It's been dragged on for a while because took us months to get the fuel injection system for it because it's all built into the intake. But we're still feeling a little bit of this COVID stuff, you know. There's still it's not as bad as it was, nowhere near, but there's still some supply issues. I don't know if you wanted to look at some of the metal work that Mike did under the hood on the Buick here. He did some, just mocked these all in, so we're going to pull these out and so he's notched it out. We got to spray all the hinges and stuff, so these are all going to be color matched to the car. So those are done. Over here we got the parts going on, the Mexico Blue Cobra. So it's starting to take shape. You can see everything's going to be blacked out. It's looking pretty neat. Some problems with some gaskets and stuff around the roll bar and a few other things that, as usual, but you know, it's always something. So, and I don't know, was the Oldsmobile done?
It was in the booth.
Yeah, it was in the booth, so we just ordered a crap load of parts for it, you know, trim pieces, stuff like that. So we got to do the polish on it. We've already got the interior made for it. So most of it's trim, bumpers, lights, all that sort of stuff. So we ship that up from our Buffalo warehouse probably within the next week, and we'll start putting this one together as well. There's a whole bunch of them moving towards the finish line. Want to have a look in the back?
Sure. Let's go.
This one here, we found a few issues that some others had done some work on it. So sort of making a list and going through everything we had to. I'll bring you around this way. So we noticed a few things that were just not going to work. You know, we've got this distribution block for the brakes, and see the headers are right here. So it's going to end up boiling the brake fluid is what it's going to do. So we're going to move all that. We've been, this transmission's a bit rare, so what happened was they had different mounting points, so we've rejigged that for them because it was probably going to vibrate loose. Just a bunch of little stuff. We're just getting it all prepped now so that we can get the body on it and then go from there. So this is all the wiring. Feast your peepers on that. So that's how much wiring is in a 2022 Challenger. So the customer wants, you know, all the comforts of the modern car in this one. So all of this, you know, it runs anything from airbags to wiper sensors, transmission modules, air conditioning. It just goes on and on and on. So we basically have to hide all that somewhere in the car. So we're working on that right now. But just gives you an idea. This is all the stuff you don't see, you know, in a finished car. It's just crazy, right? And so this one's getting closer and closer. Drivetrain's all in, pipes are on. You can see the dash cluster and everything's all done. So and we've already made, again, a lot of times we pre-make the interior, so it's all ready to go. We're just, we got some more wiring to do in here. Fuel tank, all that stuff's in. So there's just a sort of I don't want to call it a mini list, but there's still a short list, and this one will be good to go. So I'd love to see this get out. I'm sure the owner of it would too. Hey, what else? Crap load of parts came in for the vet. All those boxes there for the vet. And we got a bunch of stuff for the Firebird now. And these are all going over next door so I can get my showroom back. What else would you like to look at? Busy working away on different sets of seats. This is for the Corvette there. So, got a bunch of reconditioned stuff as well. Some of the parts are hard to get for these. So, but we have all the caps, all the facings, everything for it. These are the seats for the vet. You can see here, they've all been redone. The seats in this thing were white and a mixture of this blue and a darker blue in it as well. So that's what makes that car unique. And it's also called a tanker. And they had a limited number of them where they had a huge gas tank in them. And this is one of them. So, and all the drivetrain and that's all numbers matching, which is really good. As you can see, we've got seats for all different stuff here. So, you know what I mean? So what do you think? This is my new Tequila Walk shirt, so good to go.